to Girl Talk, starring your girl, Dr. LaDanya Yvette, your clarity coach. Dr. LaDanya is the founder and CEO of I Win Global Enterprises, an inspirational movement all about girl power. This is your ultimate destination for candid conversations. We're here to be your virtual best friends, sharing everything from life, love, leadership, and legacy. So get ready, gladiators. Let's talk. Let's inspire. Let's connect. It's time for some real talk on Girl Talk. Please welcome your host and your clarity coach, Dr. LaDanya Yvette.
What's up, gladiators, and welcome to another episode of Girl Talk. I am your girl, Dr. LaDanya Yvette, and today we are going to explore divine relationships, y'all, and healing journeys, and how to emerge stronger and wiser, and how we can be more connected. And you also know that it's through our experiences that we learn some valuable lessons, right? We have to go through some things in order to learn some things. That's what happens. That's what happens to all of us, right? But the resilience of the human spirit and the potential for love to triumph over any adversity is what it's all about. So today, I just want to introduce you to a powerful queen here, my powerful gladiator, my friend from Dallas, Texas, y'all. She is here in the house, Miss Shawna Mills. Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Hey, girl. Welcome to Girl Talk.
Hello. Hi. I'm sorry with something on the screen.
That's okay. Hey.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Absolutely. So today, I want to have you just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to just dive into a whole lot of conversations about divine relationships and healing journeys, because you have quite the story. You have so much to share, and I just want to make sure we capture the essence of who you are and what you're all about and what you represent to the world. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
You already know I'm Shawna Mills. I am a business owner of Glam Gloss Kids. Now it's a new name called GGK Lipstick Diary. I am a domestic violence advocate that travels from state to state to bring awareness. An Army wife, military wife. I used to stay in Arizona, as you know, and we just reassigned to Dallas. A little bit. It'll be a year next month, and we are hosting our first domestic violence sneaker ball October 28th here in the DFW area.
All right. That is phenomenal. I love it. I love what you do. I love what you represent and how passionate you are about that. Yes. You are true to your conviction, and you are a true gladiator in what you do. So I am so proud to have you here to just your presence, just the meaning of all this is very just powerful in itself. So let's get started for a few questions here, just a little bit here. So defining divine relationships and healing journeys. What does that mean to you, divine relationships? What does divine relationships mean to you?
Oh my goodness. Good question. Divine relationships to me, especially when you're on a healing journey and you on a new path of becoming the person that you are meant to become. It's so important that you find divine connections. And what I mean by that, I am talking about friendships within spiritually, the people that God sends to you, you know, divine, that is meant to be, you know. You want to be around, you want to have relationships where in your new season and people understand that you are on a healing journey and you are trying to become the best version of yourself, that those people that is in that time of your time in the healing journey understands and respects the boundaries, the healthy boundaries that you provide for yourself, that they respect those boundaries. They respect you as a person and love you for who you are, and not love the person or what you have or the connections that you have. Because, you know, you have some people that just befriend you and want to be your friend of the connections that you have. So I'm very mindful about who I let in my circle. And my circle is small, small circle. So a divine connection with people, meaning that we have to be on the same path of understanding what it means and what it takes to heal and to become the best version of us, and that we can work together and make a difference together instead of being in competition with one another. So important.
That is so important what you just said. Boundaries, girl. I understand about that. You really have to set those healthy boundaries. And people, if you know my heart and you love me enough, you will respect my boundaries. And there are some things in people that you come across, you have to let go because you have to go. If that makes sense. You have to let go so you can go and you can grow. So healthy boundaries is so important when it comes to any type of relationships. And to stay in alignment with your purpose and your mission and what you need to accomplish, and you mentioned about competition. Yes, girl, we're not here to compete with each other. We're here to complete each other. That's what it's all about. So I like the way you put that. And that is so very true. So what type of personal experience, if you want to get into that, some type of example to illustrate that concept of your divine relationships when it comes to healing journeys, what can you share with us as far as one of your pivotal moment experiences, I should say?
Are we talking about divine relationships, or are we talking about
the divine relationships? Yeah, divine relationships. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this. I didn't know what divine connection was until my friend of 19 years. We've been friends for 19 years, and my other friend for 15 years made me understand that even when I was going through my most toxic, unhealthy relationship, I didn't know who I was at the moment. A divine connection in a relationship, even with your partner, is somebody that can respect every aspect of your life and still love you in your mess, and respect you enough to tell you the areas that you need to work on.
Girl, that
divine connection is for if I mess up, if I do you any type of wrong while I'm trying to figure out my own mess and take accountability, people that is divine to you will help you take accountability within yourself so you can be the better person for the people around you. So when I say I had to really sit down and understand what divine relationship was, there were some people in my life, and I'm 41 years old, that I had to let go because it wasn't divine. They loved the person that I was, but they wasn't loving the person that I was becoming.
Girl.
But here my friends are that I've been in friendships with. She's seen me through my toxic. She's seen me fail. She's seen me struggle. She's seen me hurt people because hurt people hurt people.
That is,
and not intentionally. Not intentionally. We're not healed. That right there, that is a divine connection because she's still standing with me after 19 years, and now she see me. She see me in my most glorified moment, my winning season, right? And she don't see me any different. Versus when you first meet somebody, they see the new you. But in order for somebody to see the new you, they must understand where you have came from and why you are that person today.
Yes, important. Very important.
So there are certain So how can I put this? It's the difference between divine relationships
Mm-hmm.
and people that come in your life to get you to the next season.
Mm-hmm.
That's not always meant for them to stay there.
That is true, because not everybody's in your life for a particular reason, either for life or for the moment, but it's all the lessons that you learn. And if you put it into proper perspective, and the person who is in your life at that time, if they really put it into proper perspective and know that the role that they play at the time with you, it is a blessing on both sides, because we are here to connect with each other on earth as humans. We are here supposedly to help each other to get better, to grow, to see greatness in other people, to see them for who they truly are, to help them exceed, to help them excel, but also for them to do it for you as well. It's a reciprocated type of experience, relation. Yes, it really is. So if you see me for who I am and you know where I'm trying to go, there is a reason for you in my life. Not everybody is your friend. Not everybody is there to stay in your life, but they are there for a particular reason. So for that reason, it's up to me, right? It's up to us to figure out what that is and be okay with a departure, with a loss, if you want to use those type of words. But it's really not a loss. It's a lesson and a blessing, because people are very special when they come into your life. They give you something. It's all about giving. It's all about receiving, but it's all about giving. What did they give me? What did they teach me? What am I learning from this? Is it to make me better? Is it to make me help someone else in this area that I was taught from this individual? But at the same time, Ms. Gladiator Shawna, I have to keep going. I cannot stay where I was. That's what growth is about. You are obligated to learn and grow, to teach and be there for somebody else. I am not allowed to stay in the same space that I am. And because, like you say, people see me here, they don't understand my growth. They want me, as long as I'm here, we fine, we cool. But as soon as you start traveling, elevating, that part.
It's a different story. And that's why I say it is so, there has been times where I had to apologize for people. And that's called accountability. And I had to I had to unlearn things and relearn things, that when people come into your life, it's not a disappointment when they leave. It's to show you, okay, God sent you this person because you need to work on this. So they're showing you something. They have something that you didn't have. So they're showing you what could potentially make you bigger. Now, once you get to that state and you learning, it's just like taking a class. You pass that class, you move to a next level. You keep elevating. They are teachers. They are our teachers, and we are the students. But some people don't understand it. Some people think when people come in your life and then they look, they were using me. But if you really understand the concept, you won't look at it that way. Right. You will look at it as, okay, this is what I need to do. So in my next step of my healing journey, in my next step of my divine relationship, that I am the student sometimes. And I'm learning and I'm understanding. And I didn't know any of that until I became a business owner, a domestic violence advocate. So now that when I travel and I write down, what am I going to leave today from that conversation? Yeah. What I'm going to leave, not only am I teaching the women that I'm here for support, to support them, but I am learning something too. What am I leaving with? I just got done doing a speaking engagement. And what I left with that day was receiving and understanding that what my support system looked like, your support system may not look like. I'm able to go home. I was able to go home. My parents opened doors, helped me raise my daughter. But the people in that room, the women that was in that room, they might not have all that support. So what can I give them to show them, hey, just because you may not have the support that I have, this community that I'm giving you is your support.
Girl, I love it. I love it. The gift of giving always gives back to you. You will always hear me say that. The gift of giving always gives back to you when it's from your heart and it's from the authentic place within you. And you have a divine mission for this, a cause, because you've had an experience, you understand it, you want to share, and you literally want to be a servant to your purpose, right? So it's so important that give of yourself, give of your knowledge, share with people. The gift of giving always gives back to you. So when we talk about healing relationships and healing journeys, what are some challenges you think that people have or face when they trying to on their healing journeys? What are some challenges that you think people face to heal?
Oh, girl, we can go all about that conversation.
Let's girl talk. Let's go.
The number one thing that people are so scared in some of the challenges that because I was a part of that, is taking accountability for my own mess. That sometimes you can be the problem, and that's okay. Understanding that there will be some things when you get into a new relationship that will reoccur, and that is called triggers. People are not aware of their triggers, but I wasn't aware of my triggers until I got married again. Okay. And I'm like, why am I still upset? Like, why when he do certain things, I'm upset? Like, what is going on? Like, girl, I would get upset. And he would look at me like, why are you getting upset? And I just said, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm still letting the person that hurt me win because I'm unaware of the unhealthy parts of me, the unhealed part of me, and now it's affecting my marriage.
Wow. Yeah.
So what do I need to do?
Yes.
Well, I'll end up seeking therapy. And that was the best thing that I could ever do for myself and for my marriage. And it was a question that I had in the interview. She said, why did you get help or seek therapy without your husband? I said, because the husband wasn't the problem. I was the problem. So I think the main challenging thing that you would go through in your healing process is taking accountability that you may be toxic to. And that's okay. We're not saying that abusive, or we're saying that your attitude, the way you receive things, the way you take things out of context, we dump these on people that didn't hurt us than the person that did hurt us.
That is true. It starts with you. A lot of things we do, it's not the enemy, it's the enemy, right? We do a lot of stuff and damage to ourselves. And if we own our own stuff, yes, and recognize where that comes from, then we have a greater understanding of what to do next. It's an effort, mission to help ourselves, because we're no good to ourselves if, we can't be good to anybody else if we're no good to ourselves. So the experience that your husband had through you, he did not understand what you was going through, because that was not him to really, it's for you. Were you healed enough? There were still some things you still had to deal with in order for this to work and understanding. But, like even with that, somebody on that side need to still be understanding with what you're going through. Let's talk about it, and protect you emotionally, and support you, say going to therapy, support that, because it's all about bettering yourself, becoming a better person, becoming the best person that you can be, so you can be that for somebody else, So it starts with, it's that internal healing. We seek outside healing from, a divine source, from God himself, whoever you trust and believe in. But we also have to do our own internal stuff too.
Work. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to put in the work. We have to put in a lot of people don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to face themselves for who they are. They hide behind the mask. They hide behind the shield of who they truly are, instead of, like you said, owning their own accountability, own their own stuff. Now that might not always be spoken to somebody else, but you are working and doing things for yourself. It's a personal journey. I always say it's not, and it's personal to me, but it's not personal to nobody else because it's purpose.
Right.
It's not personal, so don't take it personal. It's not personal, it's purpose, right? For them, but it is personal for me because it is purpose. Yeah, that's powerful.
But some people don't and that's why I say every time we reach a new level, some people just don't understand that. No. And I have learned that moving in a direction of the place where you want to heal and you're trying to become the best person, it forces the people that used to be connected from you to move away from you. And sometimes we be mad. Sometimes we get upset, like, and then we blame ourselves. Like, what did I do? You didn't do anything. You are becoming the best version of yourself. You are taking accountability. You are taking the biggest step of your life where you want to heal. And you only want divine relationships. And you only want the people that will tell you the truth, but at the same time, love you in the process. So
without judgment.
Without no judgment. So every elevation, my mom used to say, is a new devil. And you have to pay attention.
You do.
You have to pay attention. You have to ask God, what are you looking for in this healing journey, in this new state of your life? You come across, you travel, you have big events, you come across all types of different people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I come across different type of people, and some
different
people
different personalities. Yes, absolutely.
Right. Some people understand you, and some people like.
Yeah.
So you have to be okay with being okay that you're not for everybody.
That part, girl. Come on, Shawna.
You have to be okay.
Yes.
To know that you are not for everybody. But you can't get mad at them. Because if you're okay with that, you won't get mad. You can't get mad because that's the divine connection. God gave you that divine, the people that stay, like you said, the people that's going to come to my sneaker bar is meant to be there.
Yeah.
The people that's not, that's not the connection for you.
Right.
I'm okay with not being okay with everybody. But you have to know that.
You do. You have to know that. You have to believe in that. You have to have the tough skin with that. Sometimes it may take you time to develop that tough skin because, quite frankly, it can hurt, at first when it's like your first experience on that, because you're not understanding, well, what did I do? All I'm doing is trying to do something good in the world, put my little feet in the sand, and do my part, to make an impact. That's my mission. But like you said, you can't worry about the next person and what they're doing because it's not a competition. It's not none of that. It's you walking in your divine purpose. Your uniqueness is what makes you special. So people who fall off or people who hang on, those are the people who's supposed to be in your circle, who's supposed to be there for the reason and to add value to what you're doing. Right. The people that I have right now in my circle who's hanging tight with me and going through the stuff that I go through, because what's attached to you, they feel it too, so we are rallying around each other for support to continue this mission, on a collective mission and on an individual basis, because we got each other back with what we're doing on individual levels. But you have to have and those are only certain people in your life who are meant to be there. And the other folks that come in and out of your life, still take that as a blessing and a lesson, because it teaches you something, not to be bitter, but to become better. That's what this is all about, and it is part
and
of
don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself in the people that's not meant to be for you. Because we do.
Yeah.
We try to dimmer down ourselves and be like, okay, well, I could do this. No.
Yeah.
Let that just be a lesson. Like, okay, now I see who is for me, and I see that who I'm not for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't.
That's true.
It's always the old you versus the person that you are becoming. It's never about them. It is personal.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It's personal.
But the thing that we need to do is love people through our stuff and love people through whatever comes our way. I have nothing against nobody. And those, and a lot of people who you're connected to, you don't even hear from a long time. But see, I'm the type of person that I don't have to talk to you every day to love you.
Yes.
Like, we can start off. I mean, it's just that simple for me, but it's not that simple for a lot.
And I'm glad that you said that, because I think when I very, very, very first met you, I don't even remember how we met to this day. All I remember is we went to a game together. I was in the pageant. I'm a pageant winner too.
Yeah.
And we had a good old time.
We had a great time.
And then after that, I think our lives got so busy.
Yeah.
We didn't see each other.
But we never lost that connection, though. That's
never
lose that connection.
One day you inboxed me and was like, I see that you're doing great things. And I'm like, oh my God, it's been forever. That's what I say. That's a prime example of divine
relationship.
Connection. You know what I mean?
I do.
And then when I came to your event, it was like, girl, like,
didn't miss a beat.
No love.
Didn't miss a beat. Yeah.
It was no love.
Yeah.
Love. It's just you out in the community doing your thing. I'm out in the community doing my thing. We know each other.
And we supporting each other.
And we supporting each other. That's our story is a perfect example of what a divine relationship is supposed to look like.
That's how it's supposed to, even through the healing process, even through the healing journey, because we all got stuff that we carrying on into any relationship, personal relationship with ourselves, spiritual relationships, just all of that. We all have things that we are carrying. But if we acknowledge and live for the fact of who we are and who we desire to become, I mean, it's just the most beautiful thing once you figure you out, you have to figure you out, but you can't do that. You have to have faith. We talked about faith before we started this. You have to have faith, So if you want to share one of your personal journeys to help somebody who's going through something right now, the reason why, and we're going to talk a little bit more about your sneaker ball this weekend, that I'm going to be there, girl.
Yes.
I'm going to be there for you. Because people need to hear this message. They need to hear and see you, your passion, your heart, your voice, of many who don't speak to it, So what is it that you want to share of your experience to help somebody that might be going through something, challenged with divine relationships, challenged with their own personal healing journey? What is it that helped you to be such a big advocate of what we're going to experience this weekend at the sneaker ball?
One, I always tell people this when I get asked this question, is that my daughter saved my life 11 years ago. My baby's 12. So I honestly, I was in a toxic relationship with her father. And I think if I didn't have my child, I don't know. I don't even think, honestly, I would be advocating or even be in my healing journey or trying to help people. I was one of those person where I didn't know what support would look like after being in a toxic relationship. So I remember that my mom used to always say, we always go back to what our parents installed in us, you know, because sometimes when we get grown, we forget. Okay? She used to always say, God is within her. She would never fail. And that used to always be in the back of my mind. So one day, my daughter crawled up to me, wiped my tears, and she was 9 months.
Wow.
Right then and there, I left. I feel like this. Your kids are watching. You have kids, they see things. You might think that they don't, but they do. My mom told me to come home. She helped me raise my daughter. My mom gave me a book, the secret book. She gave me the secret book. She said, you got a baby to raise. And she said, I installed in you how God works. And you need to come back to that. You need to read this book and get yourself together. She said, but we're here to support you for however time that you need. And I began to slowly but surely come out this depression shell. Okay. And one day, my favorite, most breakthrough, I have two, but my most breakthrough was my daughter threw my phone in the toilet. The only phone that I had $800 to my name to take care of me and her, staying with my friends. And girl, I cried. I cried. I was like, why you throw my phone? Like, let me tell you, I didn't know how powerful God was until my mom came in there and she said, you're not just crying over this phone, you're crying because of something new. And I was like, Mom, I'm tired. She placed the phone in her hand. I think she called on the Lord 3 times. Baby, when I tell you that phone turned on, she ain't put it in no rice.
Wow.
It was dry as a whistle. That phone came on, and about 4 days later, I got a call for an interview.
Girl.
In that moment, I knew that I need to start trusting in the unseen that we don't see. And so when my friend said that to me the other day, that faith is believing in the things that we cannot see. Got the interview, got the job. And just slowly, one day I had another bad day. Girl, I got on my knees and I prayed to God. I said, if you get me out this situation, I promise that I would use this to help other women, to show my invisible scars and make them visible to the world. If you just give me a chance, you will get all the praise, all the glory. I just need, I was desperate, okay?
Yeah.
And long story short, here we are. I won the pageant and I made it my platform. Domestic violence is my platform. But within this journey, I have also learned that just because my support system looked at like that, everybody's support system is not going to look like that.
Right.
People can't go back home. People don't have mothers to go back home to. So I created this community to say, I'm not just a Googler to see the statistics of domestic violence. I am domestic violence. I am a survivor. I am here. I've been where you are. If you don't have the support that you think that you don't have, just look around you. This is the whole reason for this sneaker ball. This is why I travel the country. And you have to have faith in God, because that's the number one support right there is Him. I'm just a servant.
Absolutely. And you talk about your invisible scars.
My purpose.
Your invisible scars is making a resounding noise, girl, okay? Because you're not standing and sitting quietly through this journey. You are sharing through your experiences, and because you have something that everybody needs, so you can't afford to just sit back and do nothing. You made the promise to God when the phone came on. You have an obligation now to fulfill that. Might not know it all, might not know how to do it all, might have some crazy crap going on, to help try to stop it. Because I'll tell you what, the moment we make that commitment, you better expect some stuff, but he has the ultimate power to get us through it, and if you realize that, yes, it's going to sting, it may hurt a little bit, but I realize I know where it's coming from. So it's something powerful coming out of me that I have to continue on with this. I may have invisible scars, but my voice is going to speak loudly forever and forevermore now. You have such a powerful mission, Shawna. People need what you have. You have that special gift that somebody needs, and they need to hear from you. They need to hear your message from you. Each person has their own journey and individual message that is supposed to be relayed to people. You have a connection that people need to hear from you, and it's going to reach the ears that it needs to reach.
Amen.
And it's going to go abroad because it's the ripple effect. It's what I call the ripple effect. It comes through you. It reaches to who it needs to go to. It doesn't just stay there, honey. The gift of giving always gives back to you. It's a ripple effect. Trust me on that. I don't care what you go through. If you stay committed and focused and put the effort into what the command is on your life, what God has told you to do, it doesn't matter what try to attack you, because no weapon formed against you will prosper. There is nothing that can harm you. He's allowing the thing to happen to strengthen you, to elevate you. Mm-hmm. So once people get that, it's like, okay, I can't quit. I can't afford to quit. I'm not allowed to quit. I have an obligation. Let me tell you something about cuteness, honey. We're going to be cute. Cute is courageous, unique, tenacious, and extraordinary. We got to be cute with confidence. Confidence is cute. That's what I teach. I teach confidence is cute. It's courageous. It's unique. It's tenacious. It's extraordinary. Get your cute on, girl. Get your cute on, girl. You are so powerful. You are so powerful. What else you want to leave with someone or leave us today with an extraordinary message from you? We're going to have you guys get to Dallas. I'm going to be in Dallas next week, going to this powerful event, supporting her mission, because it's something that we truly need to get involved with, to listen and then to support and then to do something about it. So what do you need from people? What do you need us to know that you want to leave us with as far as your mission for this weekend?
So the sneaker ball color of my pain, the mission is to get women and men, because I advocate for men too.
Absolutely.
It's important that you attend this sneaker ball. Mm-hmm. We have been trying to sponsor 15 women that has been through domestic violence. And if you don't think it's support out here because you're afraid of what that support may look like and you really want to get out, mm-hmm. then it is your time to come Saturday to see what support is going to look at after you get out of that toxic relationship or whatever. It could be a relationship, a toxic friendship, or it don't have to necessarily be a toxic marriage. It's mm-hmm. so many levels to toxic, narcissistic. Yeah. It's so many levels. And if you're looking for that support, if you're looking for that way out, then October 28th, you need to be at that sneaker bar, because we're going to have powerful people. We're going to have speakers. We're going to have people that's been through it. And you're going to see what victory look like. You're going to see how God operates.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for who's going to be in the room. Listen, guys, if you want something powerful to resonate with you, to hit your spirit for you or for you to help somebody else, get to Dallas. If you're in Dallas, get to this Color of Your Pain sneaker ball. Come support Shawna and her mission. It's very important that we be there, that we connect with each other there. And
even if you can't make it, mm-hmm. you can sponsor a ticket.
There you go.
Every time you sponsor a ticket, it goes to a woman or a man that can't afford the entry fee to get into the sneaker ball.
Absolutely.
If you want to donate, 10% goes back into our DF women's shelter. Texas is really big on domestic violence, really big on domestic violence. And I'm here to give 10% back, but I can't do it by myself. So if you don't want to come, you can donate, you can sponsor. There are so many other ways that you can help and you can support.
Y'all hear that? Shawna, tell us where they can do that at. How they can reach you. How can they support? How can they get the ticket?
I am on all social media platforms. I am on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as Shawna Mills or GGK Lipstick Diary. We are on Eventbrite. If you go to Eventbrite, look up Color of Her Pain, you will see how much the tickets is. The tickets are very cheap. It's $25 to $50. If you want to do a donation, you can also donate on Eventbrite, or you can message me on all social media platforms if you want, and directly if you want to donate. Or you could pay at the door if you a last minute, because we have them last minute. People, you can come. Indeed. You could come, pay at the door. But it's many ways that we can connect.
You guys got the information. Connect with your girl. Get there. Get in the room. Support. Donate. Sponsor somebody if you can't get there. Somebody that needs to be in the room. Share that. That's another way of supporting you guys. Come on. It's the color of your pain, you guys. Sneaker ball. This Saturday, October 28th. This is 2023, y'all. We need to support each other and get each other's support and rally behind each other. This is for men. This is for women. This is for
It's also for kids. Kids that is 12 and older will be there. And people ask me, well, why are the kids? Because we shield kids. And if you notice, now that our kids are grown, they don't know what toxic relationships look like. Because we protect them and we shield them, we have to stop. Because now our teenagers are getting killed because of domestic violence, because of toxic relationships. My baby seen me go through it. I educate my child, my oldest daughter. I educate her constantly. So it's so important, so important. Also for the kids too. So my daughter will be there.
Good.
So yeah, it's kids friendly. You got kids 12 and over though. No, the young ones not so much, but yeah, we have to educate our kids too. I'm really big on educating the kids when it comes to toxic relationships as well.
Educate the youth, y'all. Trauma starts at a young age. Come on out. Y'all heard it right here from Shawna Mills herself, you guys. Come on out. This Saturday, October 29th. And where is it going to be at?
October 28th. Your event, October 29th.
October 29th. That's right. October 28th. I'm telling y'all, we about to do some powerful stuff this weekend, y'all. Oh my God. I'm excited for both. October 28th is the sneaker ball. I can't wait. So get your tickets. You have all the information. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be phenomenal. You guys, let's support this mission because healing is within, okay? Let's go heal each other. Let's go support each other in whatever we're going through. Let's rally around each other and support my beautiful sister right here, Shawna Mills. It has been a pleasure to have you on Girl Talk.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. You will be on here again. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing your heart, your passion, and your mission, girl. I just love you to death. So come on out this weekend.
I love you too.
Thank you, darling. Remember, always live life inspired. Subscribe to this podcast, you guys. See you later. Bye now.
Bye.
Hey, Gladiators. This is your girl, Dr. LaDanya Yvette, and I am so excited for this year's GlowCon 2023. Come on down to Dallas, Texas, you guys. Come glow with us. October 29th, we are ready with some powerful, impactful speakers and ready to immerse you in an experience like none other. Come get connected with us. We want to see you there. Get your face in the place, as they say. Get your tickets at www.iwinglobalenterprises.com/Glow Dallas. That is www.iwinglobalenterprises.com/Glow Dallas. Come to Dallas, Texas, you guys. Let's glow.